All right. We are live. We are live. We have sound, we have video, we have everything. Hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and we're back on another live stream on Sunday. This Sunday evening is really lovely. I hope that you have been having a great weekend so far. So let's get into the topic, which is it's a bit of an embarrassment. Harry criticized by Pat Tillman's mother. Pat Tillman. Who is Pat Tillman? Just a very quick heads up about what's going on. There's this award that Harry has been given, the SP by SPN, because of excellence in sports performance, but it's all about, allegedly, because of he is the patron or whatever he is, the face of the Invictus Games, and it so happens that he deserves the award. And it wouldn't matter if it was just a regular award, but the problem is that the guy whose name is the award, Pat Tillman, is, well, an American hero in his own accord. So it's a bit disheartening that someone that Harry is going to get this award or buy this award, however you want to put it. So this is perhaps the most embarrassing thing that I've seen. Prince Harry isn't fit to receive the Pat Tillman Award at the ESPYs, and it's shocking SPN let him. At least that was the late veteran's mother thinks. Mary Tillman, mom to former NFL safety Pat Tillman, who joined the U.S. Army after 9/11 and died in a friendly fire incident, spoke to Daily Mail about ESPN choosing Prince Harry to receive the SP named in Pat's honor. And suffice to say, she is not happy with the decision. And her words, "I am shocked as to why they would select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award." I think she was being just generous. Controversial and divisive individual. That is the least that she could say about Harry. Mary adds that she thinks they are more fitting individuals to receive the coveted trophy, unsung heroes who don't have the Duke of Sausage's massive platform. Like, his platform doesn't matter since, well, he is so divisive. Like, he doesn't have the character that in any way resembles Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman's mother confirms ESPN didn't consult with her. Pretty clear given her harsh condemnation of his selection for the honor. If you don't know, the Pat Tillman Award for Service is an annual honor given at ESPN's award show to a person or persons who have served others in a way that embodies the legacy Tillman left behind. And what is even more fun in the sense that, let's say not fun, but odd, let's say that I'm trying to still warming up, is that Serena Williams is going to hand Harry that award. She's the host of the ceremony. She knew about this. I can give Serena a bit of a pass since she doesn't get to decide who gets the award or not, but it is going to be embarrassing. It is going to be embarrassing enough, but she has to do it. Maybe she already agreed to be the host. She knows that she's going to hand the award to Harry. Maybe she being the host, not necessarily is she going to be the one who hands the award to Harry. Maybe it's another person. It could be, but it's going to be embarrassing either way. I don't think this is going to be without repercussions. There's this comment from Taz. If Harry collects this award, the backlash will be far greater than his Aviation Legend Award. When Pat Tillman's own mother says that Harry is not deserving of the award that honors her son, it's really time for ESPN to withdraw this award nomination. It is the right, the sensible thing to do. And I ask myself another question. I wonder, I ask myself this kind of questions. This is part of my body language and behavior analysis to try to understand the psyche of people and understand their behavior and at some point predict their behavior. I wonder if Harry has the slightest clue about the repercussions of accepting the Pat Tillman Award. And this is the problem when you live in this kind of a bubble that he is surrounded by yes people, and of course Meghan is the number one influencer of Harry. Like, Harry does what Meghan says. We said that a couple lives ago. If you have seen my lives 2 evenings ago, we were talking about how these unbalanced couples, one person can influence the other, like too much, let's say. That William and Catherine were much more balanced and they influenced each other. But in this case, no, Harry is drinking the full Kool-Aid, that he's doing the right thing, that he's doing amazing, that he basically built the Invictus Games on his own shoulders, and he actually deserves the award. I'm sure that is what's going through his head. And that is the problem when you don't have enough people to criticize your actions, to criticize your decisions, and, well, to have a real feedback of what is going out there with what people find out about you. And it's not that, oh, you find out something that is just gossip. No, because I'm going to give you this example. I mentioned that yesterday. Prince Harry's friends come out fighting for Duke after fury over Taliban kill book claim. You know that in Spare, he said that he had killed 25 people in Afghanistan, whatever, and he said this in a very cold way. Whatever. That is not the point. He already said that. He got criticized by higher ups in which you don't talk like that as a soldier or whatever. But it's funny that none of the so-called friends that this article mentions, not a single one of them, served alongside Harry in Afghanistan. And I told you, I was thinking about that yesterday and making the research for this video. I said, well, I remember there was this backlash over the Taliban claims, and supposed friends come to defend Harry. And when you read the article, not only this article, but others published about that, you see that no journalist could find any comrade, any soldier that was serving alongside Harry in Afghanistan. And I say, well, there was 2 tours in Afghanistan, and there was all this time in the military. How couldn't you form bonds with people, with other men serving in the front? That is way too suspicious. That's what tells you. That is the kind of clues that tells you, that speak louder than any fact. You can say, okay, you cannot prove a negative. Yeah, that's true. You cannot prove a negative. I agree that in many ways, you cannot say, oh, you cannot say that Harry wasn't there. But it's so suspicious. It's so suspicious that no soldier, none of Harry's friends have an actual, in-person, first-hand recollection of what happened in Afghanistan. That is worth thinking about. And, oh, they cannot talk about privacy risks. No, it's just like you're not going to give details of operations that happened years ago either. You're just going to say, no, I fought alongside Harry and the guy was a nice dude or something. No, there was none of that. That is highly suspicious. So now this, in the face of all that, and trying to be, this social justice warrior using the Invictus Games for his own gain and his wives as well, then he truly believes that he deserves that award. And those headlines, well, are truly embarrassing. Prince Harry gets an SP to be handed Pat Tillman Award for service as Bash hosted by Serena Williams. So you tell me, how frustrating could be for a mother? Many of you are mothers, my roguies. Many of you are mothers and grandmothers as well. And imagine how a mother who lost her son in such a tragic accident, whose death was politicized, used for propaganda until she had to fight to get the truth out there, that an organization used her son's death to push a propaganda machine, a propaganda agenda. And now the award in the name of her son is gonna be used for, well, bringing clout to someone who really doesn't deserve it. Imagine how frustrating can it be to see that so many people, undeserving people, are trying to profit from your son's death. And especially when Pat Tillman, I think the best word that defines Pat Tillman, someone said that yesterday, is selfless. That is the word. It's something disheartening. Jenny in the chat is sharing the link. I should include that link in the description of this video. There is a petition at change.org in which you can sign the petition so Harry can be denied, or the petition is about removing Harry that award. Do not giving Harry that award. So I think it was like 11,000 signs. The 15,000 was the initial goal. So you can go to that link. I'm going to include the link in the description when this live stream ends. So you can sign that petition and say, well, this is embarrassing. Just thinking of Pat Tillman's mother can tell you, can make you feel how frustrated can she be about this. And so many people, I was amazed that, for example, Manchester United and England star Marcus Rashford was given the Pat Tillman Award in 2021 after raising millions of dollars during the COVID-19 pandemic to help feed children. And again, this is the kind of things that you see so many times, that people have a facade. A facade in the sense that, okay, since I'm doing this thing that is good, because the Invictus Games in itself is real good, I have said many times, they try to wash away whatever actions they have with that single facade, that connection. Okay, I'm doing good, so everything else that I have been doing is good as well. That is pretty dangerous. There are many ways that can backfire, and that requires, I understand, that requires a bit of critical thinking. I mean, there's so many ways that I've told you that you have to separate all the ingredients of the person, because sometimes a person that someone, I mentioned Megan sometimes, that Megan, for example, we can say that she adapted to the circumstances. Every time that she had a goal, she adapted to the circumstances. That in itself is not evil. She used that for grifting and social climbing purposes. That is another thing. But adapting to your circumstances, that is something that we can learn maybe from other figures. But she did that. And that characteristic is, well, something that we can use for good and, of course, for the benefit of other people. Many tools, many values, many principles, all of those can be used for bad and for good. And in this case, the Invictus Games is something that is good. The problem is how Harry's character gets in the way. And the words of Pat Tillman's mother, controversial and divisive individual, that it is something that is common sense. It's something that is common sense. I know, for example, I know that I can be a controversial individual. I can be a controversial individual as well. I can have a controversial topics. I've got into trouble. Well, ever since I went onto Twitter for the first time in 2009. Okay, well, different times, but I still got into trouble. Some of that trouble is the reason why I had to leave Venezuela for my criticizing of the government. But that controversy, then I understand that is if someone wants to like relate themselves, if I'm going to get an award that is in the name of a person, I need to be sure if they are okay with my opinions. I can understand, for example, there are other YouTubers have reached out to me, say, hey, let's do a collab. And I say, well, okay, we can move forward. And first thing that I do is to make it clear that I have very public opinions on many topics. It could be really controversial, and these people should be aware that I have those opinions, and if they want to collaborate with me at some point, my haters are going to spill out to them, say, hey, this guy has said this, such and such and such, and they should be aware of that. And sometimes they have agreed, sometimes, oh, okay, no, it's a bit of trouble. No hard feelings, I can understand, but something that you have to disclose, something that you have to be okay with that. I'm not gonna stop being a controversial figure anytime soon. I do my best to try to highlight certain values and principles that can be good for everybody, but sometimes truth can hurt. But what has Harry highlighted? What has Harry highlighted if it isn't his own gain and the gain of the Montecito home and the gain of Meghan? What has he highlighted? The big question that you have to ask about any person. You can ask it about Meghan. You can ask it about Harry. You can ask it about myself, about William, about any politician, every celebrity. What does he or she stand for? You have to stand for something. You need to have an opinion. I don't trust people that try to be okay with everyone. Oh, I don't want to have strong opinions. I want to be friends with everybody. No, those are the first ones to just turn their backs to you when things go really bad. What does them stand for? What does this person stand for? I try to be clear about that inside the confinements of YouTube's, regulations, that I don't talk about certain topics in this channel. And this is the Royal Rogue. I talk about the topics that have to do with the royals and non-royals. But at the same time, I try to highlight that there are principles and there are values that we need to uphold. And that's why I'm a fan of William and Catherine. I've said many times. When you think about Harry, what does Harry stand for? What does Harry stand for is not for Nacho smiling every time as much as possible. That is something that we know that Harry stands for a nice polo match. But of what consequence is that? What is the reach of that? Yes, Patty R says Harry is no patriot. And a patriot can be, you can share, maybe it's not about a single country. You can have this share values with other people from other countries. That's the idea. It's something that has to be like international in many ways, because it's something that it's like, I'm going to talk about again that interview. And he was talking about, this interview was Scottish Global Ambassador, the Duke of Sausages, sat down with the charity's founder, Nick Scott, to talk about the moment she told her son his dad, Corporal Lee Scott, had been killed in Afghanistan while serving with the 2nd Royal Tank Regiment. And you see that Harry was like falling asleep. Now, why? This is my question. That you have the opportunity. You could be tired. I don't know, maybe you haven't slept in 2 or 3 days. Nobody cares about that. But you have the opportunity to highlight this charity, because you know that you appear and people automatically are going to flock there to Scottish Little Soldiers video. That is a fact. And you act like you are like bored, like beyond any I don't know, beyond any reasonable state. I don't know how to express that. My words fail about this. So that's why people get so upset about awards. And especially if you said, okay, it's like Taz said, if Harry collects this award, aviation legend. Okay, aviation legend. There's not a name assigned to this. I told you yesterday something important. That everything is about people. Our success is about people. Our lives are about other people. If you don't know what to do, you feel anxious, you feel depressed, you feel lost, helping other people is going to help you. That is a fact. That is something that's an objective fact of life. But this aviation legend, what Taz mentions, didn't have a name. But the moment that the award has a name, that's when everything changes. I want to talk about another topic today. It's going to be real brief. That is Miss and Harriman guilt tripping you. There was this video of Miss and Harriman that he shared. I am not sure if playing it. That is out there. This was on his, as if I understand correctly, it was on his Instagram stories, because you cannot see it anymore. I am not going to bother you putting the video itself. You can look, if you are curious, you can go for my X account, but I'm going to summarize it for you. And what he says, he's like complaining, he's wearing the Save the Children shirt. He has a red shirt about Save the Children. You remember that princess, and the Princess Royal is also a patron of Save the Children. And it so happens that Miss and Harriman is also a spokesperson of Save the Children. Things that happen. But one thing is what the Princess Royal does and acts. And because it's not like she speaks, no, she goes and does the thing. She shows up. But this video, I'm going to explain what is my problem with this video. Miss and Harriman in this video, I'm going to maybe not play it, but try to make a play-by-play thing. He's trying to guilt trip you into supporting children. Guilt tripping is when someone uses guilt or any sense of guilt, any guilt that could be anchored on your behavior to make you act, to make you feel bad about something and then act. That is manipulation. That could be anti-persuasion. He thinks he's being persuasive here. I mean, the guy could be a great photographer. I could give him that, but persuading about something, this is not it. You can tell a lot by someone's words. I'm of course the body language guy. I think about body language and behavior all the time. But that is just one side of a coin. The other side is the words that people choose. And this is how little it will cost you to do the same even. What is he talking about? That I'm going to fast forward here. You can... No one's saying you can't go to your fashion experiences in London and Paris, in Milan and New York, or no one's saying you can't do your film premieres or be an epic podcaster or athlete. Some are saying that he is making this video in response to William's picture with Taylor Swift. I don't find any direct connection with that, but you know that timing, it's like with Meghan. Meghan's timing to publish and do things at the same time as William and Catherine is uncanny. So, no direct connection, but the timing is there. So he's saying that celebrities, and this is going to be very useful for your daily life. Just give me 1 minute and I'm going to explain why this is so useful for you. I can go all day. You can be all these things. You can be a celebrity. You can go to your podcast. You can go to your premieres. That sounds like Meghan, by the way. You can be all these things and still have a recognition that because of you all these things, people listen to you, people see you, people, like you have that platform, like Harry perhaps, aspire to be you. So you can be a part of a voice that shows some kind of solidarity and empathy and sense of purpose. So you can be like, you do all these frivolous things, and you can also help the children. That is anti-persuasive. That is like pointing your finger, oh, how dare you not support the children. That's not how you persuade people to do the right thing. No, miss, and you're clueless. And like this is the kind of words that really show a person's frustrations, character, or lack of it. Like this: to those that haven't won the lottery of life as you have. So he's claiming that everyone who has a podcast or goes to a movie premiere or is a celebrity is because they won the lottery of life. They have undeserved success. This is resentment. Immediately you tell me using those words. That's why it's so dangerous that you talk without script to a camera. You tell me, oh, you can do all these things, but you're not helping the ones who haven't won the lottery of life as you have. That is quite, it's resentful. I mean, what is your problem, dude? Who are you talking to? Who do you want to convince? Do you really know where do we come from? Or for example, me, what I had to do to be where I am and where I want to be. Who are you to judge me? This is a holier than thou attitude. I love that expression, by the way. I learned from that Metallica song of the Black Album, holier than thou. This is a holier than thou attitude. Like, I am over you in many ways. I support the children. You don't. You don't support those who haven't won the lottery of life like you have. It costs you nothing. And that's true. It sometimes costs just, it doesn't cost just to record a TikTok or anything. But you're doing it wrong, mate. You're guilt-tripping people into trying to do the right thing, and nobody likes that. Even if you could be right in a level, okay, we could use our platform to promote Save the Children. That in essence, I'm not saying that is bad. That is good. But this is not the way to do it. And this is the kind of things that you have. That's why I tell you over and over again that you have to pay attention to people's words, because in those words, they have a meaning, they have a direct meaning, but they are at the same time, people reveal themselves in those words, even sometimes much more than in the body language. Because the body language that he has right now is like, well, I am much better than you. Has this attitude, like the chin, touching his chin and having this condescending attitude. That is the kind of words that you have helped me learn here. And really, what kind of brand are you trying to protect if screaming for children's protection is going to hurt it? That is gaslighting. Oh, what kind of brand do you have if you cannot taint your brand defending the children? What kind of persuasion is that, man? Keep your photography job. You're doing great as a photographer, Mason. You're doing great with Photoshop. I hope that Adobe doesn't use your pictures. That the Adobe thing is a complete mess. I'm not going to elaborate it in here, but that is the thing that we notice when people have this anger. And I would say, if I was chairman or director or anything at Save the Children, I will make a phone call and I would ask him, what are you smoking, mate? Who hurt you? Is this a Latino took away your girlfriend or something? What happened to you? Who hurt you so much? And if someone hurt you, why are you recording something for Save the Children? Chill out, go have a drink, take a walk, something, whatever, clear your mind, and then sit down and record the video, but not while you're angry like this, because this is anti-persuasion. This is how witnessing how much bitter someone is. This is the kind of things that you see me talking like this, because this is a great example to see just the words of someone who claims to be better than you and to try to guilt trip you into something reveals what is going inside the person. And I'm saying, okay, you can have empathy to whatever Misan is going through, but you don't have to accept his words. You don't have to, hey, I don't need to roll with whatever is coming out of your mouth. I don't have to accept it. So just piss off is the word. Piss off is I don't know if I'm saying something wrong here, but I wanted to share with you this. I think he says something at the end. Oh, he says something else, but the captions didn't get. I don't care, but it's like that. Of what use if your brand is you cannot support the children? I can't support the children, but don't talk to me like that. You don't know who I am. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish with this, but it's the exact opposite. Two things: anti-persuasion, he is just missing the mark, and the second is that way you have an insight of what is going inside Mason Harriman. What is he truly feeling? Like it has this resentment about something. Man, chill out. We're talking about the children. We are not enemies here. We are in the same boat. Why are you talking at us like that? You have to fix whatever is going in your life first. And talking about fixing whatever is going on with your life, well, Harry has a handful of that. I think, yeah, I said that expression. I think that is the issue with Harry. So much going in his life, has so much momentum. What is going behind closed doors, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. They are all over the place. They don't even know if the cooking show is moving forward. Where is my slide of the cooking show? They have no clue. Harry has no clue. Meghan has no clue. And this is the kind of mistakes that people make. And this is when they show their true colors. And this is what I say over and over again. You have to follow the money. That is very important. Listen, be very mindful of people's words. Really pay active attention. Do not be on your phone. Try to actually listen to people, to what they say, and then at the same time look at their body language. That would be the trifecta to understand human behavior. Today's live stream is going to be a bit short. I had only these two topics, but I prefer it to be short because that is the way that I can convey this idea. First, that some people really don't deserve what they think they deserve, and they can be so delusional that maybe you can sit down with them and talk to them, and they are like completely brainwashed. And you try to convince them. You try to have arguments to, Harry, you are wrong, or anybody else that could be in that position, and you realize that no, nothing will go past that cascara, that shield, that shell they have around them. Like, no, I'm just convinced about that. And we know that Megan is part of that convincing. You can have empathy towards that part of Harry, but, well, you're not gonna let that one pass. And it's great that Pat Tillman's mother did not let it pass. And that's what I wanted to share with you. Great that so many of you are signing that petition. I'm going to include that. I think I can do that. Let me see. I'm going to do it as soon as the live stream ends. I'm going to include that in the description. I don't want to cut the momentum of the live. And that's what's the question. Let's try to lighten up this. Why is this so small? There's a question. I want to get myself either a bowler hat or a Hamburg hat. Oh my God! I should have made a poll. I should have made a poll on the chat. And currently the bowler hat is winning, but I don't know what you think about it. Maybe at some point I will be making my live streams with a bowler hat or maybe a Hamburg hat, whatever you choose. But for the poll that I had on Twitter, most of you prefer me wearing initially a bowler hat. I'm going to get both in the end, but I think you prefer the bowler hat. Let me see if I can find. Let's do something. I'm going to create here the poll. And I'm going to include bowler hat, Hamburg. I'm going to include what is the name of there's a name of Blitzy. What is the name? There's a name of another hat. I forgot. Trilby hat, and add another option. The Trilby had a fedora. That's a start poll. There it goes. So the poll is running. Vote while I look for the petition. I'm gonna look for the petition and paste it directly on the description right now. Let's not waste time. Okay, there it is. The petition. This is 13 signs already. I'm going to go to my description. Should be quick enough right now. Very, very easy. Okay. Sign the petition. and save. Okay, now you have it. Now you have it on the description of this live. Sign the petition to stop Harry's Pat Tillman's award. Let me include that on the. I think I can include that on the chat as well. Yeah, that's on the chat. Here it goes in the chat as well. Okay, maybe I can pin this. Yeah, I can pin the message, and there's also the poll is, oh my god, already 300 votes, almost 400 votes in a couple seconds, and the bowler hat is winning. The bowler hat is winning. There's the petition, and there's both links. Oh, so many of you. Why don't you like the trilby? I thought you were going to like the trilby better. Okay, the bowler hat is also called derby. You're right, Jordana Chandler. I think it's called derby in America, right? I was reading about the bowler hat in the UK, derby, and in the United States. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You super chats, Anna Lee. Well, thank you, Anna Lee. You look very nice as ever, Jesus. Thank you, Anna Lee. I try to do my best. You know what has happened sometimes when I wear my 3-piece suit. It's something funny that I sit down and I just close my jacket, and I close my jacket, and so my this thing, el chaleco, doesn't show. So it's a bit fun. It's much more relaxed and better if I just leave it open. So it's great. Let's expect that this is going to reach 500 votes, and with 500 votes, we already have a very good idea that you would prefer me to get a bowler hat first. Less than 10 votes away. Almost there. Yeah, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 500 votes. 500 votes. Bowler hat. So bowler hat it is. I already spotted it online. I have to measure my head. I have a big head. Not a block head, but I have a big head. Something that it could be, it's a bit of a trouble for some things. Cowboy hat will suit you as well, Jesus. Yeah, but I don't know if the cowboy hat goes with the 3-piece suit. I don't know if it's going to be the waistcoat. Okay, the waistcoat is this, right? All right. Yadger wears a fedora. Isn't that a Panama hat? Isn't that a Panama hat? It's like halfway between a fedora and a Panama hat. What Megan wears, I think. The best. Best is another word. It's another word. All right, so we are done for tonight. Today's gonna be. I don't want to. Oh, he's just making time. No, I'm not making time. Today was going to be. Let me see. Let me highlight your chat. Highlight your chat like this. It's working. Yes, it works. It works. Oh, Lean, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So. Yeah, she copied H's Panama hat in Vegas. I agree. Oh my god, super sticker. Super sticker by whom? She is Sandy Farrell. Thank you, Sandy, for your super sticker. Thank you for that. It's you to the top of the comments. And some of you. So remember to sign the petition to stop Harry from getting the Pat Tillman Award. We got, it's already at, let me refresh the page. It's very close to the first objective of 15,000. It's right now at 13,452. More than 5,000 people are signed today. Remember, very important. This is very important. You're going to sign on change.org. You're going to sign and you're going to receive an email to confirm that you signed the petition. You have to click on that email. I understand that you have to click on that email so it is confirmed. All right, that is very important. That is really, really important. It's it could be easy to miss, so make sure you check your inbox, and most important, write your email. You know, mind the writing of your email. You could like write it very fast, and then you don't receive anything on your inbox, so your sign will be invalid. So make sure to go and sign the petition. To where's the petition? The petition is in the chat, and it's in the description of this video. My Royal Rogues, I'm going to get that bowler hat. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and until we meet on another video or another live. You think these lives are too short? No, I think 1 hour is the sweet spot. I think 1 hour is the sweet spot. And today, if I got the content, I will bring you the content whenever I can. But today, we're going out a bit early. Remember the most important words. Much love and bliss. Take care. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.